Hello, everybody. Hopefully you can hear us all, and it's all operating great and everything. It isn't. Hold on. Now it should be.
Hello, everybody.
There we go. Took us a
Wait,
second.
can they hear me now?
Yeah,
Hello,
they can hear you.
everybody.
Hello. It is us, the
Wanna
Paper
do the
Dungeon.
thing? All right.
Little bit of
Ready?
change of pace you might notice. Grant, this is your cue. Bring her in. Hey, it's Grant and Lydia. They're in the same square.
Whoa, we can high five in person.
I theoretically would be in the same square as well, but I'm in a different house. For now, we're working on it. Sorry about the late start. I am not at all prepared for tonight. It is going to be flying by the seat of our pants. I was in
Neither
the
are we.
hospital earlier today, and I woke up at 4:30 a.m.
That
Don't
sounds
worry,
so bad.
I'm fine. I just don't have anything prepped.
We're gonna do something special before we get super into it.
One thing at a time, Grant. One thing at a time. Yes, don't worry, I'm fine. Some of you may have been expecting Drew to be DMing tonight. Not happening. But they look incredibly antsy, so we're gonna do a little special thing. We got a cool thing in the mail today. Here it
he
is.
just said
So
we
we're
got a
gonna
cool
do
thing in
we're
the
gonna
mail.
do a little box
can't
opening.
see
Thank
any of
you.
the
I don't know if you're here
information.
right now. Thank you, Hanskate, for sending us a cool thing to Grant's whatchamacallit?
P.O. box.
P.O. box. That's a thing.
It's in the about section of my Twitch
It
channel.
is in the about
Philo
section
Grant.
of his Twitch channel. Check out Philo Grant. The gang wanted to do a little bit of an opening.
All right, let's go for it.
I don't have anything open.
I know. I lost my. Here's what we're gonna
Okay,
do.
guys.
I lost
I'm-
my knife.
I
Dude,
gave you
you
an
have
extra
one job.
15 minutes to prepare.
We're gonna use this pin that I got from Speedy Deep. Oh god. Hold on.
Also,
okay.
hello, Lydia's various family members. It's so unprofessional tonight, and that's okay. Grant, just
Wait, there's
open
a-
the box.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were using.
I'm trying so hard. There's a. Hold on. I got the.
I want you to
the,
know
like-
that 15 minutes ago they were like, "Hey, Aaron, let's do a box opening," and I went, "Okay," and they had the time to figure this all out.
Did you break your
I
pen?
want to break it.
Hello, Lydia's entire family.
Oh,
You want me to
Welcome
I
to
have
the
a box
stream.
cutter.
do you really?
I do. You want me to go get it?
Yeah. I might get it open in the
Oh
time.
my goodness.
Well, I don't want to.
All right, guys. So I'll do our obligatory plugs in the meantime. We'll get back to the box opening. Check out our socials: TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. They haven't been up and running for a little bit. We're working on getting those back up. They may be a little bit changed because instead of Lydia doing them, I'm going to be attempting to learn and figure out how to do all that stuff. So it'll take a little bit of time. Other than that, we also have a Discord. If you're not in our Discord, that's honestly right now the biggest source of content that we have because we're in the Discord all the time. We've had some really sick artwork in the Discord recently, some really cool like tarot cards and stuff like that, and we hang out and chat in the in the Discord call and stuff like that. Hey, there's Lydia at her own screen, and
I'm
there
getting
she
it.
goes.
I'm getting it.
Grant is.
I'm strong.
Oh man, as someone who opens boxes for a living, this is painful.
This was glued so tight.
But yeah, check out our Discord. Also, since we are kind of on a little bit of a hiatus / break right now, feel free to check out our YouTube where we have all of our
That's
main
perfect.
campaign shows updated up until episode 70, which is the last episode that we had. Also, as kind of a little general preview as for
You're cutting the box.
my goodness.
Let me give it kids.
Don't hand the scissors to her like you're going for the jugular.
Guys, to update you podcast
Oh,
listeners,
thank you,
I could
Maz.
not get it
You
open.
really couldn't.
And so now Lydia is attempting to
Oh
open the
my
box.
Goodness. But yeah, thank you, Maz, for sending the alert on the Discord, because you best believe I was busy attempting to create a one-shot from thin air. And I think it might turn out fine. It'll depend. I think it'll hopefully be fun.
It's a Western.
It is a Western. I'll get to the
Yeehaw.
explanation once we get into the stuff. I'm trying to think.
Sorry,
here.
spoilers.
If you would like to support us, the few of you out here, we have multiple ways for you to do that. We have a Patreon. We have a Ko-Fi.
We did it!
We have
Okay, we got it.
Streamlabs donate. Oh my god, guys, I had to stall for so long.
We got it.
Back to the box
Money
opening.
shot.
You can send us stuff to Grant's P.O. box.
Am I good to go?
Yeah, you're good to
we're
go.
good to go. This is our first fan mail.
Woo!
Thanks, Hans,
You're off
again.
screen.
Whoa, something heavy.
It's something heavy.
Whoa.
What could it be? Watch, it just
contraband.
has our address.
I believe.
Whoa!
Fizzbins!
Fizzband's Treasury of Dragons.
Thanks, Hensgate. You had
Bring
messaged me
dragons to
previously,
life
and you were like,
with
"Hey,
this supplement
Hensgate, hey,
For the
hey,
world's
Aaron,
greatest role-playing game.
you need this book, right? I talked about it on Table Scraps, which is our show on
There's
Thursdays.
nothing in this tissue
So
paper
thank you
I'm
for that.
throwing.
That
Wow.
will
Free
go to
information.
good
You
use.
can't have it.
This is pink.
Oh,
This is pink.
This is pink.
It's wrapped in pink
Pink and glitter.
for the podcast listeners.
Hensgate, you'll have to.
Glitter for my floor.
Whoa!
That sounds like
Whoa.
dice to
This
me.
is
Am I right?
mine!
Yeah, you're right. It's
It's dice.
I think there might be more. I can't see it.
Look at the dice.
3 pairs of dice for us.
Dice.
Wait, can I show this one off? It's
That
like
one's so cool.
It's
It's
a
like-
thick boy.
I can't see them in your dang
yeah.
setup.
It's like empty. What's that called?
Hollow?
Hollow.
Oh
That
man.
is the coolest
Empty.
D20 I've
It's
ever seen. I'm not even
empty.
kidding.
Okay, do you think
Stop.
Grant, do you think yours is the green? That's
I think mine is the green. I don't know.
Oh,
More
there's two
glitter.
and that's some more tissue. Is there anything else in there? Yes. There's just more tissue paper. Okay.
You
guys
guys,
wanna see
you
the
guys
inside
handle
of
the
the box?
conversation.
Dumped all the green on the floor.
I need to go
the
get
inside
something
of
to
the box.
Grant,
drink.
which one do you think's
Um,
yours?
This is
Oh, Aaron's
so
leaving for
chaotic.
something to drink.
I need. God, it'll
Because
be
it's
like
chaotic.
10
It's
seconds.
funny though.
It
These
better
look
be.
like, yay, an avocado.
It's an
Thanks.
avocado.
Yeah, that's
Apparently
right.
there's a
Well,
dragon
wait
in the
till
middle,
Aaron
Grant.
gets back to open his. Well, what
Of
we
the
see is
D20, I'd guess.
Did he
We
say?
think this one might be yours, Aaron.
Mr.
but we're gonna
Krabby
open
is
it
back.
for
I don't
you.
think he's listening.
No, he left. It's just us now.
I noticed.
All right. Should we open at the same time?
Well, I want him to see what he got.
No. Oh, he's back.
Okay, you go. You go.
He's just getting
Watch
some
him see
liquid.
Aaron's.
This is so hard to navigate.
The names are on the inside of the green paper, by the way.
Bill,
Oh,
that yours? Is that yours? Is that
it's
yours?
more dice.
Wait, look at the name. You gotta look at the name. See if it's yours. It is yours. You're psychic.
Let's go.
No.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
I got see-through dice
Grant has more than
I
one
love
D6 now.
and purple dice, which I've needed. That's so me. I've needed purple dice. I literally use 1d6 to roll stats, so very happy about that.
Aaron, can I open yours?
You absolutely can. I give you full permission.
I'm assuming he said I absolutely
Yeah,
can. Okay.
he just thumbs up. I wish we had Western music for the background. I should have made some. Boom.
Yo, Aaron.
Aaron, you got some dice.
Woo! I'm a fan.
Sorry, it's a little blurry.
Big fan. Thank you, Liff, for the 10 months, baby. Only 2 away from a year.
Yeah, baby. 10 months and live. Let's
We're
go.
living. We're doing it. And by we, I mean
Should we do a
mainly
bit before you leave?
Yeah.
Well, Lydia, that box opening was something, don't you think?
It sure was.
Now, you better get along, little Wally.
you. Thank you, Maz, for the gifted subs.
See you
Game Raider
later,
Girl,
Lydia.
You can thank Maz for your gifted sub.
Hey, Maz, thanks for the gifted. All right, well, that concludes the box opening. I guess Lydia's not back to her screen yet, but that so far concludes the box opening section of the Paper Dungeon. Thank you all for coming out here tonight. It's been wonderful having you.
Also, apologies for not streaming last week. Multiple things occurred. First off, Twitch had a big update and took away the ability to rerun episodes. So, our episode that we recorded and planned to run that Monday weren't able to do that. Also, on Thursday, I was very tired. And we also didn't really have anything to talk about other than the drive, which I'm sure that we will cover probably this next Thursday. It wasn't that exciting. To get Lydia back here in Nebraska, where the rest of us are.
Guys, we drove in a U-Haul for 25 hours in 2 days. The three of us, just
It was
in the front seat of a
great.
U-Haul. It was actually pretty
26
fun.
But yeah, so I don't think I have really anything else that I need to cover. I'm sure that there probably is some random thing. I should, of course, say thank you everyone for sticking with us. Paper Dungeon, going through some stuff right now. We've got a lot of work to do, so things might be a little tumultuous for the next little bit. Theoretically, we will be back with the main campaign Chapter 2 sometime in August, which is around the time that we'll also be doing Between the Rows, Sins of the Father. So yeah, keep an eye out for... Well, actually, I suppose that'll come out in, like, September.
Yeah, we'll just
but that's
be
when we'll be
recording,
recording it. But yeah, so thank you, everyone, for sticking with us. It is greatly appreciated. Nice. You are the real Paper Dungeon. You are the Dungeoneers. No sense in having a dungeon if you don't got anyone to go through it. Grant, I swear to God.
Was that too loud?
You interrupted me. That's rude.
I'm really offended.
Nice.
So,
nice.
Are y'all ready to get right into the game? If you aren't, please, this is your only time. I'm going to take that as a yes for both
Tumbleweed.
of you. Okay. Sorry, it took me a second. I got distracted.
Cue rattlesnake noise.
Let us begin our game. We are going to be playing in the Nicomuris universe, but we will not be on Nicomuris today. Today we are going to step back from that fantastic planet, go far into the distant galaxy, far, far, far away through the astral plane, until we land on another little world in the material. In Sector 5 of the astral plane lies a planet named Tuco. Specifically, Tuco is kind of an important planet because of two main things that kind of identifiers for it. First off, it has two suns, one of which acts very similar to the sun of our world of Nicomuris, in that day and night, falls and rise. The other sun is actually rotation locked, so no matter what side the planet is on, the sun is always on that side, so it operates in tandem with the planet. That ends up with kind of a little bit of a weird phenomena, in that on one part of that planet, it is always high noon. The sun blasts down on a little strip of land known as the Ammo Belt. You got it. This is a little bit of a western planet.
Yeah.
Tumbleweeds roll through the sands. Cacti stand solemnly. Things are a little bit more advanced. There are guns mixed with magic, 6-shooters and 10-gallon hats, all sorts of things. We are going to zoom in even further to a little town named Eastwood. This is a little, almost a ghost town by now, almost in the center of the Ammo Belt. The second thing that makes this planet important is that they mine a very peculiar metal. Simply known as red adamantine. It is peculiar because adamantine is normally not red. It has numerous very important qualities, and it is certainly not in vast quantities throughout the galaxy. Red adamantine is only found on this planet, which has made it a pretty hot commodity in the multiverse.
It's a gold mine out here.
Mm-hmm. Now, that can't be said quite the same for Eastwood. The red adamantine mines have long run dry here. And strolling into town are two kind of lone wanderers. Well, they would be lone wanderers if and only if they were alone. but they are together. So they are two duo wanderers strolling into town given a mission. I will explain the mission a little bit later. But would the two of you like to describe your characters? Which one of you would like to start?
I can start.
Awesome.
My name's Dirty Dan.
No,
They call me Dirty Dan because, well, I haven't bathed in weeks. But moreover, I've robbed every bank from here to West Island. And what I mean by that is one bank, one time. But you know, it sounds better to say that I've robbed more than one. I'm wanted, yes, for a bounty. But right now I'm working to help catch another guy
Fantastic.
for the extra bounty.
Could you describe to me what you look like?
Yeah, the actual character
Yeah,
part.
the actual character part. But thank you for your backstory.
This guy pretty much looks like, oh yeah, I'm a Goliath, and I'm a Goliath. I'm real big, and I'm wearing tattered clothes with a vest, you know, a leather vest, a dark, like, longer sleeve undershirt, but it's all dusty. I got the chaps on always. I have high boots, pants tucked into the boots.
Oh, yeah.
Spurs. I also have a big six-shooter on my hip. Wait.
With a big iron on his hip.
On his hip. And every time he walks, it goes... shing, shing, shing.
Yep. You got the dusters. You got the chaps. You're there.
Oh, and a hat. I also have that.
Oh, of
and
course
facial
you
hair.
do. Good old
There's a lot
fashioned
I
kind
got.
of bandit-esque, like
Yes.
kind of ruffian.
And
strolling
a
into
bolo
town.
tie. It's red.
Absolutely. At your side, the person that you are working with, Lydia, could you please introduce your character? Give us a little bit about them, what they look like, you know, the works.
Well, I do be Roxanne Reeves, and I am known to be the best dang bounty hunter in all the land. I'm known for my guns, but I don't carry any kind of guns. I carry these guns.
Heck yeah.
And pretty similar getup, just cowgirl-esque. But she's got like the like big jacket with like the fringe, you know, that like dangles on the
absolutely.
sleeve.
The Dolly
Oh,
Parton
yeah.
jacket.
Oh
Yeah.
yes. And then she's got a big hat and like the pants even have the fringe on the back as well.
Oh,
They're
so
bell
much
bottoms.
fringe.
Hers are bell
Bell-bottom
bottoms.
with fringe. That is a
Bell bottom
look.
with fringe. And she's got the cowgirl boots on as well. Her pants
What
do
color
go
are the
over
boots?
The boots are black.
Ooh, bold.
Wow.
So, as you mentioned, you are a bounty hunter. Specifically, I mean, you've hunted all sorts of bounties. Plenty of people here and there, big shots, small shots. You can call them whatever. You've been on the trail of a very specific one, and now. Oh, what? Ooh, wow.
I'm a Yanti.
Oh.
And because I've got like this like cloth that like wraps around my face, so you just see snake eyes peeking out.
Ooh.
So
That's
I'm
even-
guessing a
That was my
Yanti-
favorite detail, and I forgot about it.
Is a Yanti a snake person?
Yes. Yuan-Ti,
Quality.
you would be considered a pureblood Yuan-Ti, which is the humanoid. The farther you get from pureblood, the more snake parts they have. So
Can
they
you
get a
rattlesnake
body and
sound?
stuff like that?
That's not.
Can you like that? Oh yeah, okay, that's somebody else. That's somebody else
I
that
wish
can do
that I
that.
could.
It's kind of
Um,
offensive.
But
Oh.
yeah, you hunt all sorts
Sorry.
of bounties. You've been on the trail of a very specific one that goes by the name of Heartshot Haverson. You've been tracking them for a while, but the kind of time limit for you to find Heartshot, or Haverson, as I should probably call them, has shortened, mainly because it is Judgment Day. And by Judgment Day, I actually mean Judgment Month. 1 month out of the year, the judge arrives from not quite around these parts. You're not exactly for sure where he comes from, but you know that he isn't from Tuco. He is not from this planet. The judge arrives most likely to track his own bounties, but he will also accept the bounties of any criminals that are brought to him, and he pays much higher price than is standard around your parts, at least. And Heartshot Haverson, that'll be a big bag for both of you. Now,
oh yeah.
Normally, Roxanne, you do this yourself, but you happen to know that Dan, unwittingly, has worked under Haverson before. Dan, you kind of know his goings and what exactly his kind of MO is. Some of the less savory parts, you of course didn't realize that you were working under Heartshot Haverson. You would not have if you would have known. Haverson,
he's that kind of criminal.
Oh, Haverson is very well known for cruelty, just disgusting. He's called Heartshot because he kills only with shots to the heart.
That's
but
dirty.
The body is not in an okay way when it is found. The cause of death is a heart shot. It is not good. Head split open, real gross afterwards.
Does he have a calling card, or is the heart thing his...
Yeah, normally the shot through the heart / absolutely
You're
ruined
to blame.
body is the calling card.
Does he leave an ace of hearts?
No. He just leaves destruction and sadness in his wake.
He doesn't even leave a calling card. What kind of criminal is he?
Exactly. That's how you know he's one of the bad ones. You're like, there isn't even a gimmick? Like, what is this?
He just kills for fun?
Crazy.
Dan, you were offered kind of a deal from Roxanne with the money from this bounty if you turn them into the judge. The judge, by the way, appears to be human, wears a very characteristic, almost bowler hat-esque kind of hat, and has a dark black glove that goes to about elbow on his left hand.
Ooh, that's sus.
And just a massive 6-shooter on his right hip, clad almost all in black, mighty hot on this planet. Doesn't talk a whole lot, but you know that he is kind of a righteous judgment type. Good man, just out there to get the law done.
I respect
willing to
him.
take a bounty payment. And that is what this mission would do. It would pay off your bounty and give you a bit of extra funds to work with. Roxanne, this is dough for days. You could retire after this job.
Heavens.
The two of you are walking into Eastwood. This is a little town, kind of a ghost town. I've already mentioned that. It has a saloon, the sheriff's office, the mayor's office, an undertaker, a market, and a smith. Other than that, it is empty.
What's an undertaker?
They're the people who take care of the dead. So they build coffins, bury them.
Like a gravedigger?
Yeah.
Kind of thing?
Absolutely. That's
that
literally
makes sense.
it's a all-purpose job.
So we just walk in, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
just
little
us.
dirt road into town. A little.
It's got the heat
tumbleweed.
waves and the
absolutely.
two wiggly people walking in, you know?
Yep.
Well, Roxanne.
Real wide stance.
Also, what's the name of the town again?
Eastwood.
Well, Roxanne, it looks like we've made our way to Eastwood.
He sure does look like that.
You've done this more than me. Where do you say we start?
Well, I think the saloon's always a good start.
Absolutely.
For the
Saloon,
day
say.
and for this. Yeah.
You think I could get myself a drink, maybe?
I already hate this so much. You two approach, honestly, the biggest building in town. Not saying a whole lot.
What?
But a little sign hangs from it. It has crossed swords underneath of which it has kind of a mug of what you assume to be ale. But it is Sally's Swords and Saloon. You hear a little the
Plinking,
the
plunking,
plinking piano kind of sound. There's a specific type of piano music, and I can't for the life
like
of me remember.
ragtime.
Ragtime, absolutely. That very ragtime piano coming from within. It's kind of sad because it's not a very full saloon.
It's kind of sad.
We kick the doors open. They slam open.
The piano stops. The 3 people that are in their turn.
Carry on. Business as usual.
I had a whole thing I was gonna do just there, and you just completely
Go ahead. You can do
No,
it.
go
Dirty
on.
Dan walks
Dirty
in.
Dan, get in. There we go. All right. Well, and I
What
sit
is
down.
there a thing you do?
Yeah, there's kind of a routine we do. You kick the doors
let's
down.
go back and
you
do
wait
it
for the
again.
whistle, and then
No.
you
It's
want to do it
all
again?
about.
Are you kidding me?
It's
No, we
all
blew
about
it.
sending
You
a
blew
message.
It.
If there's a way.
This is the first impression we get. Sit down.
All right. Sorry.
That's what I thought.
You hear a voice from behind the bar. First off, you case the joint real quick. Behind the bar, wearing that kind of heavy hoop skirt dress, very traditional Western kind of wear, is who you assume to be Sally. It appears to be a high elf. You can see that she has on top of her dress is a bandolier, fully loaded with multiple rounds. There are so many weapons everywhere, and all of them have the name Sally engraved on them. Could either one of you make either an insight or an what's your passive perception? That would also do.
14.
14,
all right.
I have a 10.
If you would like to roll, you certainly can.
Yay!
Shall I roll as well?
That's
14 is good enough. Okay, the
Yes.
both of you can tell, both attached to and underneath Sally's dress, there are at least 4 guns. The lady is strapped, it's wild. And there are also swords, but you're more concerned with the guns because you're at a range right now. Sitting at the piano, the little ragtime, dinky little piano, there's a bug person, a Thrycreen, just using use of the fact that they have 4 arms to kind of play more keys on the piano.
Yo, Thrycreen.
There are also just a couple of random, the people who probably should be doing something else, but instead they're drinking at the old timey saloon in the middle of the day. To be fair, it's always the middle of the day here. But they should probably be working or something. But they go back to their drinks. You hear Sally call out from behind the counter. The door swings both ways if you want to try it a second time.
Nah. Leaves a bad impression if you gotta do it over. You're Sally, I assume.
That's the name. Don't wear it out. What can I do you for?
Well, I think first of all, a drink for me and my friend here.
All right.
Whatever you got.
We got brandy, we got whiskey, we got ale.
Bring me whiskey.
Would you like a tumble, sir?
Shaken, not stirred.
1 tumble of whiskey it is. You said surprise you?
Yeah.
Alrighty, 2 tumbles of whiskey. Not a whole lot of surprises around these parts.
That's understandable.
You see, she goes, grabs 2 tumble glasses, fills them both up, hands them to you. Tumble glasses, of course, you can't set down on the bar because they have a rounded bottom. That's why they're called tumblers. I assume that you down them. They're like a shot. So.
Yeah, sure.
Says,
without blinking.
While you stone
That's
cold.
a little weird. Why did you not blink?
Cries a little.
Are you okay? Oh my god.
Went down
Look.
like butter.
Wow. Okay. Sally.
Yes, dear.
We aren't locals, as you can see.
Yeah, I was about
We're
to
from
ask.
out of town.
I can tell.
On yonder, over the horizon.
What brings you around
We've
these
seen a thing or
parts?
2.
Just stopping by.
Well, we got a bit of a job to do.
Bit of a job. Hope it's not causing any trouble.
quite the opposite, getting y'all out of trouble. We're looking for Heartshot Haverson. You heard of him?
Suddenly, the small bit of din goes quiet in the bar.
The piano stops. Everybody looks.
The Thrycoon's like, but it has 4 eyes, so it's like. She says, "You say you're looking for Haverson. Now, even around a small town like this, we heard the name. Got the posters up and everything. What makes you think that he's stumbled around these parts? Haven't seen him in town, at least."
Just got a sneaky suspicion.
Nothing gets past us.
That's fair.
Heard it on the wind.
I mean, makes sense with the judge being round, plainer bound. Makes sense that you'd be searching pretty much anywhere you could. I'd be glad to help you. Is there anything, anything that I could do for you?
Well, you heard anything? Been any whispers among the town folk?
Well, I
Not
mean,
really money here. So
not a whole lot of people here. You got that right. I suppose. Well, you could check with the smith. Violet, she does a great job down that way. She was a horse like none other. I suppose if you're stopping in town, you should probably meet up with the mayor. Henrietta likes to know pretty much everything that's going on around these parts. Let me tell you, she won't be able to help you at all, but you still should probably stop by. Other than that, you could also probably check with the sheriff. If there's been any bad happenings around here, Sheriff Trilby does his best. You didn't hear from me, but he's not very good at his job. But he may have heard something for you. I can tell you right now, Haverson hasn't been into my bar. Headed me on the wall if he had. But yeah, I don't think that I've heard anything too peculiar.
Well, I must ask, Sally, are all those guns on your person for protecting the bar, or is there something we ought to know about?
Oh. Now, question, would you like to make either a persuasion or intimidation check?
Yeah, he uses the eyebrow.
And Roxanne...
And he'll do an intimidation check.
I like
That's
it.
how
Roxanne,
Dirty Dan rolls.
Could you roll an insight check as well?
Gotta get my D20. I got it. Nat 1.
Nat 1 from Dan and a 10
Eyebrows
from Roxanne.
didn't
All right.
Dang it.
Let me tell you. It doesn't work the way that you thought that this would. Because the moment you're like, is there anything that we ought to know about you? There is a brief, even with your 10, you can see visibly Sally grab something below the bar.
Oh gosh.
Just, prepared. But then, Dan, you do your eyebrow thing, but then you get a cramp, like real bad. And you're like,
My
and she kind of laughs. You obviously know that struck a nerve. Could both of you make a history check for me?
Yes, sir. I mighty fine would like to.
That was a nat 1.
Okay.
I got an 11. That's better than the
Roxanne,
last check.
specifically because you're a bounty hunter, I will let you have advantage on
Oh,
this.
thank goodness. I'm going to use a different dice.
All right, that nat 1 doesn't count towards the counter yet.
15.
Hey,
All right.
an 11 and a 15.
Dan,
Yes.
look, you recognize something's up here. There's no reason to have this many weapons in one place. You can't quite put your finger on it. Roxanne, you do know that some 10 years ago, there was a duo, kind of a a bandit duo that may or may not have ravaged this part of the continent, and then suddenly disappeared. It happened to be a kind of a real Bonnie and Clyde situation. They never really had a name as a duo. It was kind of that whole the man with no name kind of situation. But one of them was seen to wield 4 guns at the same time, which would require an extra pair of arms. And the other one was incredibly skilled with long-range shots. But their bounty has been lost to the wind by now. There's enough criminals that go through that anyone that just gets off the radar probably is going to be left there.
We don't want any trouble. My friend here, I like jab him. It's just, I think he just got some dust in his eye. Right?
No, it's just twitching real bad.
Oh, are you okay?
I think so.
Alright, maybe,
Well,
I'm not crying, you are.
don't worry. I don't want to cause no trouble for your good folk, anyways. If you want something for your eye, I suppose you could stop by the Undertaker. He also doubles as our doctor.
maybe
kinda-
just some, like, ice or something.
No, I'll be all right, okay?
We're in the middle of
okay.
the ammo belt, honey. We got nothing cold around
I
these
know,
parts.
but we also got, like, anyway, I thought maybe...
It happens when I'm
Okay.
stressed.
Oh, right.
I mean, I could give you another shot to reduce that if you'd like.
Will it be free?
Honey, nothing's free.
Never mind then. Starts backing out of the bar. Yeah.
Alright, well, I guess we're going.
Well-
If you hear anything, see anything strange, I mean, just give us a holler.
Well, good luck then. I hope you find what you're looking for and that you don't find anything else. Wouldn't want any trouble coming your way. You're doing great service for the town. Alrighty, bye then. You
alright, okay, we're going.
kick through the double swinging saloon doors.
She
where are
kicks.
you?
She kicks Dirty Dan through the doors.
Wow.
Right in the
Then
chest
he
because
says-
you've been backing up the whole time.
And then he looks up and he says, "Go along about your business, just normal work, you see."
Grant, I changed my mind. Could you only ever play Western characters from now on?
I might have to.
Alright, well, we got a list of people to go
I'm about
see.
to play Ed Wynn.
We didn't really get much from Sally other than other people here.
Yeah, well, she had far too many guns for just a simple saloon.
Yeah, well, I
don't
think she
trust
was
it.
one like you, but her bounty's far up now.
Like me. Now, what's that supposed to mean,
You know exactly
Roxanne?
what that means.
Hot?
I laugh like General Grievous, dog.
You know,
Look,
I
you know
would
I'm
say
just
it,
kidding.
but I don't want anybody else trying to steal you while we're trying to steal someone
oh.
else.
I appreciate it, but you know what? I own the term criminal.
Okay, well,
I
then
can't
say it loud
unsee
and
what
proud.
I've
Go on,
done.
announce it to the town then.
Some
No.
would say criminal. Where
You
would you
know
like
what?
to go next?
I'll prove it to you. I can be good. I'll show you. I can do anything.
Well, you
For
better
my
be
name
good.
ain't Dirty Dan.
Why is it Dirty Dan?
I told you already.
Aside from the smell, that's it? That's all you got going for you? You just smell bad? Let's go to the sheriff. My goodness. And I'm gonna go to the sheriff.
I robbed a bank.
Oh, robbed the bank!
Starts following her.
You head to this little kind of like tilted sheriff's office. You see that there is like a little cell with a little cell window that faces outside, kind of like the little like holding cell that you would find in those old Western sheriff abodes. Sitting outside, just watching you two approach, is a little dwarf fellow. who has this incredibly long, twisted mustache that loops multiple times, and this very, very long beard. You would put him probably at about like 4'5". He has kind of a rifle that has like multiple magnification lenses, and two little tiny lenses over his eyes, and he kind of squints at you as he comes in, and he says, "Now hold on there. Might I request of you your name and countenance?"
What?
Your name and countenance. What's two travelers doing in a town like this? We don't want no trouble, you hear me?
We're trying to keep the trouble out.
My name ain't Sheriff Trilby.
Wait, is he asking what continent we're from?
No.
Our continents.
Look, okay. I'm Roxanne Reeves.
Roxanne.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Yo, by the way, you guys are not that far away. You would probably guess that he is very close to both deaf and blind.
I'm Dirty Dan from, what town am I from?
Oh, some
What
little
town am I
town of
from?
nowhere.
I'm Dirty Dan from Ingrid.
We're bounty hunters. We're on the lookout for
Ah,
trouble.
well,
The
we ain't
continent.
got a whole lot of people in these parts. Who you looking for?
Heartbreaker? Wait, what was the name?
Heartshot
Heartshot.
Haverson.
Hardshot
Yeah.
Haverson. What do you mean you're looking for Hardshot Haverson? I ain't
Sheriff,
seen
Sheriff,
nothing.
Do you
What?
mind if can we go inside?
Oh, we aren't already?
We look around and we're outside.
He's just sitting in the rocking stops and he goes,
Oh my god.
"Ah, it appears we aren't. Pardon my manners." He gets up off of his chair.
Oh,
Kinda like-
well,
He like totters
no
like
way.
to the door. His little shaky hands miss the lock.
Why don't I get that?
Yeah, I
from
got
you?
it.
Okay.
Missed the lock
Wow,
again.
there goes my eardrum.
Hold on.
Wait, is this supposed
Just
to
to
be
get
their
in.
sheriff?
Turns the lock, opens it. He says,
Oh my.
"I do not have refreshments."
That's okay. We just
I just
came
had
from Sally's.
I'm
Yeah.
mighty well refreshed now, thank you.
He says, "I came from. I was afraid that you came looking for her. Cause let me tell you, last time someone blew through town, well, let me just tell you, they didn't blow out nothing but a pine casket." Anyway,
Oh my.
it sits down in his little chair, swivels
Oh,
around. He
alright.
misses the table until he reaches a full like
Oh,
720
why?
degrees. He's like,
Sheriff.
"Said you were looking for Heartshot Haverson now, did you?"
We sure are.
"Well, I haven't seen him.
Yep, figured that much.
Haven't seen much these days."
Has anything been happening? Any
Huh.
concerns of the locals?
Any word on the wind?
Well,
You said the last one that strolled into town didn't make it out. Now, was that because of the saloon?
No, it was the last one who messed with Sally.
yeah, Sally killed him right good. Shot him full of holes.
Yeah,
And
figured
do you
that
know
much.
why?
I try not to ask questions about Sally none.
Probably because they were looking for her old bounty, but it's not worth anything now.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Do you have
Okay.
anyone in the prison that we might talk to?
No, he looks
You know,
over to
the
the empty
jail.
jail cell that you can see.
There's like a skeleton.
There's been nothing going on? You haven't heard... Well,
Oh,
yours.
Got a order to the smith recently, but I suppose that's not too strange. Someone asking for horseshoes, probably. Recently
Sounds
had
like a traveler.
a merchant come through to restock the market. Tom and Sherry were happy to see that fella. Good man. About tall fella, real tall fella.
Is Heartbreaker or
Heart throb
shot-
Haverson.
Heartthrob
Heartshot
Heartshot
Haverson.
Haverson. You can just call him
Is he
Haverson.
tall? Is he
I
tall?
mean, the only picture that you have of him is basically a headshot, that very like wanted picture-esque.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he's like characterized as being pretty tall, but it's hard to tell how much of that is like, I was there, I actually saw it, and how much of it was like, hard shot Haverson strode into town, 10 feet tall, slinging 16 guns.
Right, of
like,
course.
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe Roxanne, we best start with one of those fellers who's talked to one who blew through the town recently.
Sure, yeah.
Maybe
Yeah,
the Smith.
head into the marketplace, Tom and Sherry's? Is that what you're saying?
That might work too, or the Smith if somebody was looking for some horse help. Then maybe it was someone who had.
I'm mighty uncomfortable in the way that you just said that word.
You get used to it.
Which word?
There are so many
Smith?
words that you are even my poor little deaf ears can. They are not good. Oh man, sends shivers down my spine.
Must be the whiskey.
Well, we won't bother you any longer. If we got
Well-
more questions, we'll come on back. But
Sure thing. If you manage to find Haverson, give me a ring and I'll be right there. I'll help you out best I can. As my duty as Sheriff Trilby of the town Eastwood, I will do my best to defend its inhabitants.
yeah.
That's who I
do
am,
that.
Sheriff Trilby.
Alright.
Finest shot this
Well,
side of the ammo
Yep.
belt.
Thank you, Sheriff.
Oh my
We're going
God.
now. All right, bye.
It was nice talking to you, young man.
What?
He walks out and he says, "See, I can be nice."
Yeah. You're great. Okay, let's keep going. My
Fantastic.
goodness.
So are you heading to the mine, or are you heading to the market, or not the mine, the Smith or the market?
I think the market's probably.
Yeah, I'm
first.
following Roxanne. I feel like that's the best option.
Great. You head to. You assume it to be the market. The sign has actually fallen off, so there's just an M, and what looks to be part of some kind of fruit or vegetable that was probably like seared onto the sign. It hangs kind of forlornly in the wind. It is actually looks pretty well maintained, except for the sign. There are little struggling flower baskets that are outside the shop that hang kind of like withered in the unending sun. And on the inside, you can see it is stocked pretty well. Basically, anything that you could find in the player's handbook under like shop stuff, you could purchase at the market. Inside, you see two kind of young, like a young halfling couple. You assume them to be Tom and Sherry. Sherry is behind the counter tallying up things at the register. Tom is running around with a little duster on a ladder, like just dusting off from all the dirt and grime that gets into the shop. When you enter, a little tiny bell rings, and you see Tom go, "Well, howdy. Sherry, we got guests. I didn't think we'd be seeing no one new since the merchant came in. Get ready, we gotta sell some stuff." And Sherry says, "Oh, Tom." Tom just like patters on up to you and says, "Well, hello there. Is there anything I could help you with?"
Howdy. Take it away.
Yes.
Are you looking for? We sell all sorts of things, all the good, all the bad.
We're here. We're not shopping for items.
His face, he's like, "Oh, well, maybe
No.
is there a service I could provide for you? Nothing obscene here. We just sell food and stuff, but I know how to shoe a horse at least. Is there anything I could do?"
Dan looks over to Roxanne and just goes, "I'm trying to make a good first impression. I don't know how this works."
You got it. Take it away, partner.
Really?
Yeah.
Look here, we're looking for a tall fella.
Oh, wow.
He came out
Whoa, hold on there.
He said he was strolling through and he was trying to buy some things. You know anything?
Oh, the person who's been through here is that tall merchant fella. I didn't mean no trouble. We don't have any money behind the register here, so if you're trying to
This
rob me,
merchant, were
What?
they like, do they regularly come, or is this a new person? This a new face, or do you know him?
I mean, pretty much any merchant that stops around these parts is new. Most people don't come here twice. There's no reason to.
What they
Pretty-
say their name was?
I didn't get a name. They just said, "Hey, are you willing to buy these things so you can stock up your
You
shop
didn't
for the
get
first
a
time?"
name?
No, I just bought the goods. I'm just a shopkeeper. I'm trying to make a living.
Dan
Sherry's got a little one on the way, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to
pulls
provide.
out his gun.
You don't need that gun.
Just a weepy.
Yeah. Dan pulls out his gun and says, "Did you see him go in the saloon? Did you? Did
Just
you?"
took a step near the saloon. You see Sherry behind the counter just weeping.
Don't think you're getting away with this. I go over to Sherry.
Sherry's like, please now. We didn't see nothing. We don't have any money to give you. You can
What
check
did you
the re-"
see? What the merchant look like?
He was tall. He was wearing a whole bunch of black. He had a bandana covering the lower half. I didn't see much. Black.
You didn't even
hat.
see his
bandana.
face.
I know. He just had two real piercing, kind of purplish eyes. I don't know. Lower half
Wait,
of his face was
Roxanne.
covered.
Wait,
Purple
you said he had a bandana over his face.
That's the part you can pick up on? You didn't hear the purple eyes?
Well, bandits have bandanas on their faces. That's all I know.
I have a
mean, that's
bandana
helpful.
on my face.
That's because you're a bandit. You're robbing us right now.
We're not robbing you. We
Please
just want
put
to
your
know
gun
where
away.
Heartshot Harrison is. I need
Is this
some-
normally
Tom
how you do
passes out.
things? All right.
Well, Tom's a
Well.
weakling.
He has a weak heart. It's a medical condition.
Roxanne, I think this is even a little intense for me.
I'm sorry. I need that bounty.
I think we're gonna go talk to the smith now. You've been mighty helpful.
Now, purple eyes, you said?
Purple eyes, yes. He had
Oh, you can calm down now. That
awful
bit's over.
clammy hands.
Clammy hands.
Yeah.
What else?
Perhaps
That's
hands that
about
cause
it. The rest of it
calamities.
was, he had
That's
boots.
about it.
Everyone's
Boots.
got boots.
We all got boots.
Awful
Were there
tall fella.
spurs?
Tall.
Was he
About
wearing
8,
dark
9 feet, give or take.
clothes?
8,
you
9
have a-
feet. Was he like
Maybe 7.
a
From
larger
down here,
fella?
everyone
Or...
seems pretty tall.
Oh my goodness.
Real thin.
Real thin. That's what I was looking for. All right. Now, by any chance, did he have a wobble to him?
I don't know.
Sway, kind of in the movements.
I don't know. Everyone, when you got chaps on, it's pretty hard to walk straight.
When he walked into town, did you see a tumbleweed fly behind him all dramatic like?
There's so many tumbleweeds around these parts. You can't.
Well,
look
what did
10
he
ways
Did a
say?
to Sunday
hawk
without seeing one.
caw?
What did he sell you?
Goods. We got some fresh apples in. Hope those sell quick.
Apples.
Sausage, cheese, traveling amenities, rope,
Anything
Couch
out of the
ice.
ordinary?
couple
Anything
of healing
interesting?
potions.
Healing potion?
Nothing too wild.
I have a feeling this might not be our guy.
I don't think he is. All right.
I don't know.
Well,
Apples are mighty suspicious, but
I don't know. I kind of am in the mood for an apple. I'll take one off your hands. How much?
It would be 4 copper.
4?
you
4.
eat fruit?
What?
Ugh.
You don't?
All I eat is meat sticks and cheese.
That explains the smell. And I'll
I'm
pay
fine.
for an apple.
Excellent. Her like shaking hands. She like slides you an apple across the counter and takes her 4 copper and counts it into the little register. He's like, thank you for your services. If you don't mind, please don't come again.
We won't. And I'm going to kick the door.
Dan turns around like, I'm awfully sorry about this.
Dan!
And he walks out.
She
I'm a coming.
she runs over to Tom and is like, Tom, wake up, Tom. You gotta get up, Tom.
He better not be dead. We
He
just
had
killed-
a weak heart.
No.
It's
He
gonna
can't
be a
dead.
little 4-foot pond box.
This
Buried
lady
3
is
feet
pregnant.
down.
He's having a child. He's gonna be a father. He can't be dead, Aaron.
He was 2 weeks from
Oh
retirement.
my. No. Oh my god.
We'll never know if Tom lived or died.
Anywho, let's go see the Smith, right?
I don't know if that guy's alright, Roxanne.
They got healing potions. It's fine.
Okay.
Never use your
If you
own
say so.
supply.
So we're gonna talk to the Smith then.
Right.
Oh, excellent. You head just down the road. It's a quick, 3-minute walk. It's a small town. There is a little smithy. Imagine the very Minecraft-esque smith where, it has the open, section to it that's, facing outside.
With lava?
And then
Yeah, it's just got a bit of lava.
it
Got
has
lava there.
I don't want to say kiln because that's the wrong term for it, but that's the only one that's coming to mind. It isn't
Forge?
lava, but it is a very hot, forge fire. You see 2 people actually at the smith, one of which is the main smith clad in protective equipment, the leather smith apron kind of deal with all the pockets on the front, various hammers and things and tools sliding through the belts and in the pockets. Something akin to an old-fashioned welder's mask that only basically covers the top half of the face. Under that you can see in a big poof behind them is this hair that almost looks like fire itself. It moves, it flickers, and it changes through various shades of red to purple. Big, bulky, appears to be a fire genasi. And then standing next to them with a long pair of tongs is a kind of younger Goliath. Working in tandem with them. They appear to be hammering out horseshoes, kind of the only constant necessity in this town. It's a very rhythmic, ting ta ting ta ting ta ting, perfect
Nice.
tandem. They clearly do this very often.
As we walk up, what's his name? Dan, Dirty Dan. Dirty Dan walks up, tips his hat, and says, "Well, it's mighty fine meeting a smith here in these parts. I consider them my friends."
The hammering doesn't break for a second, but the kind of head smith raises her visor, kind of looks at you, and still hammering away says, "Now, what can I do for you? Is there something I could help you with? Or can I get back to my business? Name's Violet, and I might be kind enough to ask for yours."
I go by Dirty Dan. And this is?
I'm Roxanne.
She throws a wink at you, Roxanne. It says, "Well, it's my pleasure. As I said, my name's Violet," still hammering away at the horseshoe. "And this is my apprentice of sorts. His name is Kjald. Ceald. He's not much for speaking, but he hates it when you get it wrong. So, how can I help you two today?" She pauses the hammering, kind of takes a look at it and says, "Quench it." Takes
Is
off
there
the
a wanted
visor.
sign of heart? Oh, I can never get it right.
Yeah,
Heart
Heartshot
shot.
Haverson.
Heart
Shot
shot.
through the
Is there a
heart.
wanted poster that I can dramatically point to?
There absolutely is.
Yes. Have you seen this man? Points to the poster with
Kjald.
gunshots in it.
Kjald kind of stops halfway into the quenching barrel. Violet is kind of stowing the hammer that she had and says, "Well, I can't say I've seen him, but who's asking? I know you already introduced yourself, but not quite your purpose."
Well, he's got a pretty heavy bounty on him. And it
Does he?
I'm
seems to
sure
be
you
a
know plenty about
certain
that.
time of year. Judgment area, what I'm referring to.
Yeah, suppose it is
You know.
Judgment Day. Kind of dumb to call it that when it's a
It's
whole
a
month. But
yeah.
I suppose
But I
it doesn't
mean-
roll off the tongue quite as well.
And travel times are weird, all
Hmm.
that kind of deal, yeah. But yeah, so far we've talked pretty much everybody in the town. We got not much information on it, and sheriff said you had reached like a recent like sale or something.
Yeah, a bit of
Perhaps a
an odd one.
wanderer.
Yeah, a fella came into town, stopped by, I think it was Tom and Sherry's. Hope they're doing well. Got a kid on the way.
Same man.
Yeah, stopped by asking for manacles.
Manacles.
Yeah, big heavy iron chains and such.
Now, why would a merchant need manacles?
Well, it's not in my business to be asking what I'm making the metal for.
So this was what the merchant bought?
I mean, didn't seem like a merchant to me, but he might have sold all the goods to Tom and Sherry.
What did he look like?
Tall fella, awful skinny, violet eyes and kind of greasy hands.
Perfect. That's exactly who we're looking for.
Bandana over his face.
That's the one.
Does he
Seems like
look
you know
like
just
the
about
wanted
him.
poster at all? I mean, his
You
face
can
is covered
kind
up.
of see it. The wanted poster does have a bandana that covers like nose to chin.
3D Dan just points at it and says, "Did he look like that?"
Well, it's hard to tell with those artist renderings and such, but hey, if you're gonna stop through and give us business, I frankly couldn't care less what business you had before us.
Right. Well, did he say anything else?
Didn't say much. I finished up his order by the end of the day. I do know that he stopped at one last place, the Undertaker's
The
place.
saloon.
The
Oh,
Undertaker.
the Undertaker.
We already been to the saloon. Why would he?
I know, but I don't trust it.
Sally's good folk. I mean, she had a rough past, but she's good folk. Calloway, on the other hand, he's our Undertaker. He's a bit of an odd fella. Does his job
Odd
well
in
enough.
What
but
way?
You ever walk into a room that you're pretty sure is empty and have got chills running up your back? Kind of like you feeling like you've been watched?
Mm-hmm.
It's how it is all the time around Calloway.
He's always watching.
It's hard to tell if he's always watching, if he just gives off that kind of weird, creepy vibe.
Is he more strange than the sheriff?
The sheriff is just old. Trilby does his best. Good fellow. Surprisingly good shot. Of course, if you put enough magnification on anything, it'll get you where you want to go.
I
But
did notice those wacky doodads on his gun. I've never seen that before.
he is the greatest shot this side of the ammo belt.
I love that this guy's actually a legend.
Well, now,
Well-
judging by your work, was there anything special about these manacles upon request? Any special material they were made of? About certain size or strength, or
Made of cold iron. Good old-fashioned straight iron. Different sizes. There were some that were pretty small. Like, I've made manacles small enough to fit a child. These were a bit smaller than that. Some of them big, some of them a little bigger than normal. But
About
could have
how
been neck
many?
irons. Hard to know. Oh, probably about 16, 20.
that's a lot of manacles.
Roxanne.
What?
Wait, manacles, are they used to, like, imprison someone, essentially?
Yeah, they're basically handcuffs.
Yeah. Roxanne,
What?
I just realized something.
What?
If this man was buying manacles, what if he was
Well, now, to be
also after
fair-
Heart Shot?
Who are we
What if
to
we're-
assume it's a he? You know?
That's a good point, actually.
I'm a criminal, but I'm not a bigot.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
What?
How much do we really know about Heart Shot?
We know they got purple eyes and clammy hands and
Just word on the wind.
tall.
What color eyes were Sally's? I'm just double checking.
Sally's eyes were a beautiful auburn. Kind of
It's
a
not purple.
chestnut-esque light
No.
brown. The
Yeah.
Chestnut King arrives. He's like, hello.
All right.
Well, if
So,
there's
oh
one
no.
thing I don't like, it's grave diggers.
Why?
They give me the bejeebas.
Would
They
you just
buried
want
my
a bunch of
brother.
dead? Well, would you just want their bodies like sitting out rotting? What do you want?
No, when I say buried my brother, I mean they were the cause of his burial.
And they buried him at the
And
same
they buried
time.
him.
All right. Look. Well,
Killed
I
him
guess
with the
we
very
got one
shovel
more.
they dug his grave with.
Well, that's mighty efficient of them. Now let's get going.
How dare you? Insult my brother,
Yeah, you got it.
Caillou.
Dirty Dad and his brother Caillou, whose death drove him
All right.
into crime.
Well then.
Time to
I
stop
guess.
by the Undertaker.
I guess it's time to stop by the Undertaker. Thank you very
Oh.
much, Violet. If
Stop
I
saying
survive
that.
this, maybe I can buy you a drink sometime.
You can
Roxanne.
stop by anytime. Hope you
Roxanne.
survive the encounter if you find him.
Oh, I'm got a lot to survive right now, and I'm gonna just grab 32.
Roxanne.
Violet
What?
turns back to Kjeld and just goes, Kjeld, stop looking around all scared like and quench the dang horseshoe. It's not that hard. This is why you still haven't made it past apprentice. You're a as you walk away.
Roxanne.
What?
I don't know if I can go on.
What do you mean?
I'm afraid of the grave digger. I don't want him to kill me with his shovel like he did my brother Caillou.
I won't let him kill you with a shovel, okay?
This is getting dangerously
promise?
far into Forrest Gump vibes.
I promise. He's
Okay,
gonna
I'm
kill
gonna keep
you.
my
I'll make
hand
sure.
on my
The only one
holster
who's gonna
just in
kill you is gonna be
case.
me. Now, come on.
I don't
Hey,
want
now.
to kill me like your brother Bubba. Bubba,
I'm not
no.
trying to do Forrest Gump.
You head. It's this strange kind of sensation as you walk towards the Undertakers. In the back is where the gravestones are. Little tiny mounds of stone to designate a surprising amount of death that has happened in this town. There is no one outside, but the door does appear to be open. It's almost as though, even though there's a constant noonday sun shining down on this town, it gets a little bit darker as you head towards the Undertaker's house. Life is like a box of grave diggers.
Stop that.
So good.
I'm saying it's weird
You
here.
get to the door, you press it, and it swings open. Inside, sitting behind a little dimly lit desk, you can see on the walls and on the floor there are all shapes and sizes of coffins. And you can actually see on the door as you enter, and on the kind of on the mantle as you cross, there is a ruler that to kind of guesstimate height and width that would be necessary for the box if you were to die.
Oh, creative.
Sitting behind the desk, there is this little, it appears to be a Svirfneblin, a deep gnome. Big knobby nose, almost completely gray skin, has a little floppy, kind of like, it almost looks like a bucket hat of sorts that has been just like rag thin from use. Grubby little hands with like overalls and a white tank beneath him. Looks up, scrawling something on a piece of paper on the desk, and says, "Why, hello there. Is there anything that I can do for you fine living folk?"
Well, we are looking for a tall, purple-eyed, clammy-hand feller.
Ah, yes.
Or lad.
Stopped through on these, stopped through a little while ago.
Uh-huh. How long ago was that?
Oh, perhaps, maybe 3-4 days' time.
3-4 days' time. What exactly did they stop by here for?
Oh, all manner of things. Very, very strange questions they were asking. The locations of certain folks who had, well, to put it not so grisly, passed away previously. I, of course, told them, as is my right to do. And then they, I suppose they asked me the location of the old mine. And, yes, if they could borrow a shovel.
Ah, did you give him a shovel?
I didn't give him a shovel.
What is that supposed to mean?
I sold him a shovel.
You're so
Oh.
You can't take it with you, don't you know?
Right. Well, and where exactly is this mine at?
Oh, it's just that way, just a tad. You can't miss it. That's the only stone outcropping in perhaps 10 miles. Should be able to find a little hideout there. I must ask, if you do go out that way, please leave a deposit of 1 gold each.
Here?
Oh, yes, of course, here.
Dan leans over to Roxanne. Roxanne.
What?
Can I borrow a gold piece?
Yeah.
I'm cold out of money.
I know. I'll give 2 gold.
That'll do nicely. I could, of course, you can return. This is merely a deposit. But if you were to die, I would like to refrain from taking it from your cold, dead hands. It's rather unbecoming of one such as myself. But no worries if you do happen to die out that way.
Why do you talk like that?
I don't understand what you mean, sir.
Look,
I am merely trying to do business.
the only one dying is gonna be this heart-shot Harrison. If I ever have anything to do with it.
You see him very, slowly. He kind of, moves his wrist around and reaches below the table and pulls out a single gold piece, sets it down and taps, and he says, "Don't worry, already paid for."
Right.
Mighty tall box, that one. I almost had to ask for 2 gold.
Stop.
Lovely. Okay. We're gonna get on our way because I have a feeling you are freaking my friend out.
Icky,
I don't
icky,
know what you
icky.
mean. Don't worry. I have a
The
spot
words
already
to say are
prepared for
icky.
you. For
Well,
the
that's
both of
lovely.
you.
All right. Well, we better get
Have
going.
a wonderful day.
You as well.
Right
Hope
after
to see you
Roxanne.
again.
Right after Roxanne walks out,
I kicked the door.
just real quick, Dan looks all scared. He stands up straight with his chest puffed out and lowers his hat under his eyes, and he just walks up. And he says, he takes out his gun just real quick, just shows it him, doesn't point it, just shows him. He says, "Now, do you know of the Undertaker named Jeremy from out west?"
You pull out your gun. He doesn't even flinch. In fact, you're not even sure if he has the reflexes to flinch anymore. He might be dead himself. And he kind of wriggles his hand and moves it below the table, pulls out another gold piece and says, "Caillou sends his regards."
He looks up, tips his bill, and he says, "For my sake and yours, I'll be back."
Oh, I do hope you will.
And you best prepare your own grave.
He pulls out
backs
another
of the
gold
room.
and says, "It's already paid for, not to worry."
And he kicks the door backwards like a donkey and just backs out.
Death comes
And
for
then-
all of us.
Dan, I swear if you are not behind me, I'm going to punch
He's
you.
running. He's like, "I was paralyzed in fear." He runs for you.
Well, hurry up, okay? We don't got all day.
All right. Excelente. I'm assuming that you head probably west towards the setting sun, the one that isn't anchored at noon in the sky. You head that way, maybe 2-3 miles, 5 at most. It's hard to tell, and you don't have horses. So you're hot, sweaty. The sun has not moved in the sky, so it's still just as hot and gross as it is when you got there. And sure enough, you see a little kind of decrepit old stone like outcropping with a little wooden shack outside that says Eastwood Mine. And as you get close, a kind of a brisk wind blows behind you. The sign moves and then clatters to the ground, finally knocked a hold of its moorings. Do you enter the mine?
Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be. Hey,
What?
Roxanne,
What?
if we don't make it out of this alive, it was mighty fine looking for this heart-shot fellow with you.
Yeah, if you don't make it out alive, I'm glad I got to work with you.
Try to collect my bounty, will you? I don't want to go out like that. I want my death to be worth something.
It will be, don't you worry. All right, you
Wait,
ready?
what? Will be? Let's just do this.
All right.
Fantastic.
I mean, like, we start. I can't walk in, just like ready to go.
You got hands up. You walk in. If this were a long-term campaign or something else like that, you would probably have to make it through a maze of mines filled with traps. I did not have time to prep that. And frankly, that doesn't sound very fun to me. So instead, in the kind of entrance to the mine, that large open area where most likely the miners would have eaten lunch, and then, but they were still close enough to descend into the mines later, you can actually see there is a rusted metal elevator of sorts with a dingy little dim light bulb hanging from the top of it that would be used to descend into the lower parts of the mine. You can see multiple like iron hooks nailed into the wall that attach to those rounded hooks. There are manacles that appear to just be holding corpses.
Ooh, icky.
Various amounts of decay on these bodies all throughout the room. Actually, as you enter, little mice that appear to have had their like heads cut open on the top, so there's just a little brain, scuttle past you. These little undead mice
Oh,
run
gosh.
past you. Not any danger. And then standing there back towards you, long black duster, long black jeans and boots with spurs. The only thing that isn't black, those silver spurs peering out of the darkness. 2 guns holstered on each hip. You can actually see his hands resting near them. Big, like 10-gallon hat almost. Solid black. You see him turn around. Ting. Ting. Those spurs clicking on that stone earth. A black bandana covers half of his face, and 2 glowing purple eyes peer out you from underneath the brim of his hat. And he just says, "Well, well, well. Looks like we got the first live ones. What can I do you for?"
Well, I'm not one to assume, but I'm kind of assuming, are you the Heartshot Haverson?
There's one easy way to tell. Immediately pulls out 2 pistols. I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh
this
my
guy
gosh.
is so cool. Well, it looks like you might be going first.
No.
You go. Pushes Roxanne ahead.
Oh.
Yeah, he got a 6. Wait,
I got
we
it.
didn't do the initiative thing. Well, there's 2 of
25
us.
to 20.
Okay.
19 to 15.
18.
Nice.
Yay.
Grant.
I don't do this.
6.
Excellent. Haverson will go
Oh
first.
no!
Because I rolled a 19 on my D20.
That's
Uh-oh.
stressful.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna be right back.
Oh
I'm
my
gonna be
god.
right back.
Hold on. Before you go, I roll a D20. Intelligence
me?
saving throw.
Both of us?
Got it.
I'll explain.
heck.
I'll do the whole narration as to why. But if Grant needs
Okay,
to do it,
It's
then
an
It's a nat
intelligence?
1.
intelligence
nat
saving
one.
throw.
That one with a plus 0.
Okay, good to know.
I got a 4.
Excellent. So this fight might not go quite so well.
Oh no!
Instead of firing his 2 pistols, you see for a brief moment you're like, oh no, a gun, and then
Oh
but instead of hearing 2 gunshots, you go, oh shoot, that's diversion. As this
Oh my
blast of
God.
psionic energy fires from what you assume is his mind, and it just runs rampant over the 2 of you. Both of you take.
Okay, now I'm still new to monk, so I'm assuming I can't use deflect missiles at this moment.
This is not a projectile weapon.
Yeah, I figured. Okay.
I've lost my D8. Oh, I found it. You will take 12. Oh, geez. Oh, gosh. 18, 12, 30, 34 psychic damage.
34?
Oh,
Dude!
That whiskey goes right
Irony.
through you.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Wait, do I take that much?
Are
This
you
is really
unconscious?
bad. I have 2 hit points left.
Oh, gosh.
I got a nat 1 on the intelligence. What does that mean?
So, how much was that damage, Lydia?
34?
34 damage to you as well, Dan.
Ooh, that's
Whoa! And
That's
we
a
have
lot for
nothing to
5th
heal
level.
us. We should have bought
I don't
those
think we
healing
ever said we were
potions.
fifth level. We're 5th level, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Also,
we're
Lydia,
going
sorry for
down.
kicking over your color light.
Dude, it's okay. You just gave me a heart attack.
Grant,
Oh.
did you catch that damage?
34.
34.
Mm-hmm.
Psychic, if
Did
that
it hit me in the
matters.
heart?
No, it's actually a mental barrage. You
Oh.
are also
Oh,
considered
no.
stunned.
cool.
Wait, what?
Stunned.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not good.
Both of us?
Yup.
Uh-oh. This is where we die.
I'm
The
gonna
end.
be honest. I don't have much in me right now.
Anyway,
But
Roxanne, that is going to be your turn.
bad.
Caillou.
Could you
Caillou.
please roll an intelligence saving throw?
Not good. Oh, that's a 19.
Okay, yeah, you break free of the stun. You're
Oh
like,
dear God.
oh gosh,
Good job.
oh my mind.
Oh, that doesn't
Also,
feel good.
it would be you guys are seasoned, like, bounty hunters for the most part. It would be assumed that you have at least 2 healing potions each, just basic ones.
Oh, thank God. Did I have to
alright,
use up my
alright.
turn doing that?
I'll say that it was at the start of your turn,
Okay.
because this is a pretty tough encounter for 2 people.
I would really like to take my healing potion right now.
Absolutely.
What
You
is
would
it?
still have an action. It would be 2d4 plus 2. It's not a whole lot.
24 plus. That's okay. That's plenty for me. Okay, plus 2. Well, I'm back into double digits.
Woo!
Hey.
Okay, so then was that my action?
A bonus action to
Bonus?
drink a potion of yourself.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. All right, let's see how the heck does a monk work. All right. How far is he range right now?
Within 30 feet. Can I ask,
Within
what
30
is your, what subclass of monk did you take?
Way of the drunken master.
Gotcha. That was the one that I know the least about.
Okay, so gosh, let me figure out how things work. Okay, that's my bonus action, so I can't do that. I guess I gotta go in for it. I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch this guy.
Absolutely. Please make. You would have 2 attacks because you're level 5. So
That is true. I do have an extra. Yeah.
please make 2
Yeah,
attack
we're just gonna go-
rolls.
Pow pow. First one is a 19,
That'll hit for sure.
and then second one is a 15.
That will also hit.
Ooh, jazzy. And then let me just look over to make sure
Jazzy, jazzy,
I'm not
Jeff.
missing anything.
I'm not sure what your hit dice are right now. They might be d6s. I'm unsure. It's either d6s or d8s.
Okay, and then I am going to use a key point, I believe, to do stunning strike.
Yeah, I think that's a thing that you can do. You have to make
when
a con save.
When you hit with a melee weapon attack. Do my
It'll work with you. It's a melee weapon or monk attack.
Okay. Yeah, that one will be a constitution save. You just need to beat an 11.
Con save probably fails with a 5.
Heck yeah! So he's gonna be stunned here in a sec. Oh, not the best. First attack is 5 damage. Second is 6.
Excellent. 11 damage.
That's how many hit points I have standing right now.
Is that the end of your turn?
That's actually I think I have a thing that makes it says I'm mobile, so they can't get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, you could run.
I'm gonna hide behind Dan.
You're like, oh! You hustle back. What is your movement speed?
I have 50 feet.
Excellent. So you make it another 20 feet back, not quite to where Dan is. You're roughly 10 feet in front of Dan. Hey, Dan. Speaking of you, could you please roll an intelligence saving throw for me?
You got
My
this, buddy.
eyes twitching again.
Can you please
My
make it again?
eyes twitching again.
You got
please
this,
make it not
buddy.
happen?
You got this, buddy.
This is intelligence.
Yes.
Intelligence saving throw. It's a
Please.
number 9.
God dang it. You are still stunned.
Oh.
He's just like, I can't go out like this. I gotta avenge Caillou still.
I'll get your bounty, don't you worry.
Things were getting a little wild at Caillou's house.
I hate
gotta
you
make it
so
different.
much. Things are getting a little wild at Caillou's house.
No.
That is the end of your turn because you're still stunned. Top of the round, initiative count 20. You hear from the entrance just behind Dan, you hear someone say, "What in tarnation?" And the old sheriff totters up. Literally, you would put him at roughly, you hear this "what in tarnation," it took that long to travel to you. He's roughly 320 feet away. Just like, "What in tarnation?" He will fire off a shot with his old-timey sniper rifle.
Oh my gosh.
I will miss my dice box. He will hit. Fires a smoke from this like powder rifle. Holy cow! Jiminy crickets. Rolled max damage on that. That's pretty dang good. A massive, this is basically like an elephant rifle of a gun. It's firing like quarter-sized bullets. Just a massive rifle. Fire off strikes Heartshot Haverson in the upper right shoulder. Blasted back. As he's blasted back, you can see the bandana kind of flutters away. And instead of there being a mouth, there's just a writhing mass of tentacles.
Ew.
That's right, you're fighting a mind flayer.
No.
That
That's
will
the
be
best shot I've ever seen.
I'm the best shot this side of the gun belt. Or the ammo belt, that's what it's called. Man, Heartshot Haverson takes actually I could see if he crits because he is considered stunned. He does not. But that is Heartshot Haverson's turn. He's stunned because of Roxanne. So it is now Roxanne's turn.
Roxanne.
All right, I'm going in. I'm gonna do a Sorry, I'm reading my things. I should have done that before. I was so amazed by the sheriff. And then okay, cool. I'm gonna go in and I'm going to go to do a unarmed strike again.
Fantastic.
And then that is that's a 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
On that.
That'll definitely hit.
So that first one is going to be
Also,
7 damage, and then I'm gonna do flurry of blows.
Is stunning strike until the end of its next turn or the end of your next turn?
Stunning strike is it's done until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so you have advantage on these, by the way.
Yo, that's really good.
Let me try. That was another 19, so almost, but not quite. But yeah, so then I'm gonna do flurry of blows to give me another 2 unarmed strikes as my bonus action.
And
So
you also have your
be...
second attack as your regular action. Don't forget, 2 attacks.
Yeah. Okay. Bonk. Okay, that's a 23 to hit.
Absolutely. Good to tell you right now, you're looking for a 15.
Oh wait, but I have an advantage on it. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
That was another 19. Darn it. Okay. Okay. So that was 5 damage.
Yep.
And then how many more do I have now?
So you have your regular attack, attacks twice.
I have my
bonus
attack,
attacks.
extra attack, and then the flurry of blows, which is 2 as bonus action.
2 as a bonus
okay.
action, yes.
So then we've got 2 more punches.
So, real quick before you roll those, how much was the first attack?
The first one was 7?
Deal. So you're up to 12 damage right now. Call it good.
Yeah. Okay.
7 sounds right.
Then,
sounds good to me.
21 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that one will deal 9 damage.
Awesome.
And then last one, please give me a 20. That's on the floor. Hold on.
Oh no.
Okay, let me get the one on the floor. Hold on.
So Roxanne, I mean, obviously, Monk.
Oh, it almost fell again.
Roxanne is just crazy good at hand to hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay, that's another 25.
Yeah.
And 8 hit points.
Fantastic. That's 29 damage.
Duh!
Oof.
And then,
things are getting pretty wild.
At Caillou's house.
Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Fantastic. That'll be Dan. You are still stunned. Could you please roll an intelligence saving throw? Please.
Wait, could I technically do another key point to do stun and strike, or does that not count?
Yeah, you could.
I would like to do that again.
This one he will succeed on.
Okay. Gross.
Dan just says, "Come on, Dan, pull it together for your brother." And he gets... I missed the box. He gets... a 12.
A 12.
2 digits. 2 digits.
We're slowly getting there.
It's okay if I fail.
Not quite.
I do have a question, though. This might not work since I failed, so I might not have been able to. Mm-hmm. I learned that I have Stone's Endurance, which means as a reaction, I can reduce the damage dealt to me by 1d12 plus 3 once per short rest.
I will absolutely allow you to do that.
Yes, so let me roll that d12 real quick. So I have 7 less damage. 4 plus 3.
Sounds good.
Okay. Boom. Done.
Back to the top. The sheriff is going to reload his rifle because it takes a full action to do so.
Honestly.
He's like, "Is it dead yet?"
No!
Ramrod, like packing it full of black powder. It's back up to Heartshot Haverson. Oh man,
no.
So many options as for what to do. It's just going to storm up to... Oh man, that Dan fella sure hasn't been able to do much, but sure is looking mighty delectable.
He's just holding his gun and shaking.
It's gonna make a power play. It's going to go for Dan.
Of course.
Of course he'd go for
like-
Dan.
Hey Dan, can I ask just for kicks and giggle, what is your health at?
It's if you take a 2 and put another 2 next to that 2, that's how much.
So 4 or 22?
22.
Okay, that's good. First off, it will move towards you. It hasn't even fired its guns yet. It's going to holster them because you're still messed up by this thing. It will attempt to slide up yonder behind you, and just try to, make an attack that will end up with you grappled with its face tentacles.
Roxanne!
Okay, it has
Roxanne,
advantage.
help
I'm
me!
doing my best.
Does a 19 plus 7 hit you? 26?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I don't have high hopes for you, Dirty Dan.
Okay,
Dirty
fantastic.
Dan. No,
Dirty
I'm
Dan.
Dirty Dan.
You did this.
Who you calling for that?
Don't worry, it's not that bad. You'll take 18 psychic damage.
Oh, I'm still alive.
Dang.
And you
Oh.
you hear him literally
brain
he moves
hurts.
behind you. His head is at perfect head level for you, like his face is. That's why he's so tall. That's why mind flayers are super tall, so that they're at optimal mind eating levels.
Before he
and
grabs my face, can I say something?
Oh, you still have the ability to speak. It goes at the top of your head. So these
Ew.
tentacles suction down. You can feel little teeth on the very scalp of your head, kind of scraping against your hairline. Yeah,
That is so awful.
that's what I'm here for. You have ample opportunity to talk, but it is absolutely Roxanne's turn.
Okay, hold on a sec.
He's gonna save his line until a cool moment anyways if he doesn't die.
It's gonna
So
be pretty
Dirty
rough.
Dan rolls.
Pretty rough.
I just have
Alright,
to succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Yep. You are also considered grappled. I will say that. So.
Oh, good.
Now,
I can't even play my harmonica. I've been waiting. I have it with me.
I
That's it.
have a question.
I might have an answer.
Because this could either make it or break it, and I'm just not knowledgeable enough for it. But how knowledgeable would Roxanne be of mind flayers?
I mean, you know mind flayers.
Yeah,
Yeah. You're what do you want to know?
I want to know if they can be charmed or not.
You know that they're pretty good at wisdom, intelligence, charisma. They're mind flayers. They're good at brain stuff.
Pretty good.
But they have no immunities, so to speak.
Okay. Oh, this is a long shot. Should I just punch it? I think I need to just punch it. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna punch it. That seems to be the most effective thing I can do.
I believe in you.
I was gonna try to do a bit of suggestion, but I don't think I am strong enough against this guy. Okay, so we're just gonna punch it a lot. Lots of punches.
Punch.
Lots of punches. Is it stunned? No, it's not. It didn't have that one.
It is
So,
not stunned
okay.
at the
I
moment.
like the idea. It's like sucking on what is my Dirty Dan? Full
It's another
eating.
19.
You're gonna have to get a new hat.
Oh,
So what did you say, Roxanne?
It's a 25 for the first one.
That'll hit.
So that would be 6 damage with that one. And then the extra attack is a 18.
It will throw up its hands and cast shield. That attack will miss.
Okay, that one will miss. Well, I'm going to use Flurry of Blows again to give me another 2.
Yep.
Which would do a 20.
20 will hit exactly.
And that one will do 9 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna do one more flurry, which is a natural 20.
That'll hit, absolutely.
Which
Hey.
will be 26 in total. So then that would be 9 plus, so that would be another 15 in total damage.
Fantastic.
Good job, Roxanne.
Do you want to describe this, or do you want me to describe this?
Him going down?
Maybe.
What? He's like eating Dirty Dan.
Is he
and
like he's
Roxanne
eating
just, like,
Dirty
takes-
Dan?
Yeah, he's eating
Oh
Dirty
my
Dan
god!
right now.
Wow. Okay, it's. Stop cleaning Dirty Dan, and I'm just gonna swing in, and I'm going for like, I want to go for each of the eyes, and then I just want to bring it in with a big old gut punch, and then it just go. Oh no! I want to go straight for the heart.
Yeah, that's
All right.
good.
So the first thing that happens, you run up there, just hot footing it back towards Dirty Dan. You jump up, you grab just a fistful of tentacles with your left hand, just rip it off of Dan. Dan, you drop like a solid half an inch to the ground.
Do I really lose my hat?
You still have the hat, but the top of it has been like can opened.
Yes, it's like the whole meat, like the
Yeah,
thing.
the little thing is pop. It's like a cartoon.
Oh my
You
God.
grab hold of the tentacles. You bam, bam, like one punch to each eye, and then as you kind of land on the ground, you pull the face down. Just go, ah! Just punch your hand fully through its chest.
Oh gosh!
With the
That's
beating heart, you
awful.
call a maw this poor little illithid. His heart is beating in your hand, and you pull it back through its chest, and he says, "The heart thing was mine." And then he thuds to the
What?
ground.
Man, I had something to say. I was gonna say that he didn't even have a calling card, but now he's dead.
Just this purple ichor is dripping down your arm as the heart finally starts to stop thudding.
Thank God that my bounty's up. I didn't know you were capable of that.
You
He
hear
just throws up.
Oh, you're right.
and a massive bullet flies past you, and you just
Oh,
hear,
we're
Wait,
done. We got
"Is he
him.
dead?"
Can it
He's
shoot?
dead.
Can
We
it
got
shoot
him.
through the heart in her hand?
It shoots through the heart and through what the remains of your hat are.
And it flies off.
You're just
Like
like,
in the movie.
"Oh!"
He's there. We got him. We got him. He's good.
You
He's
see
fine.
him, he's like almost falling over as this gun is like blasted into the air. He's like got one hand on his glass, and he's like,
All
"I
right.
did it! I'm still the best."
He shot my hat. Why you? Wait,
Dan.
he just
Dan.
starts shooting
Oh,
at the
man.
sheriff. What? He shot my hat.
Dan.
This was a
You're
family
lucky he can't
heirloom.
hear you shooting.
Speaking
All
of
right, and
family,
I'm gonna. What? Do you got some things you want to do? Like
Roxanne,
what?
it goes dark around him, and a tumbleweed flies past, and he
We're
looks
in a
up under the
mine.
brim of his hat, and he
It's
says,
a piece of coal.
and he says, it's a rat with its brain exposed, and he says, Roxanne,
What?
I have another grave to dig. Would you mind accompanying me?
Are you talking about for like this guy?
My brother.
Oh, I thought he was already gone.
Yeah, but the guy that killed him, he's
Right?
he's in this town.
Oh, you're talking about the Undertaker.
Yeah, how'd you know?
Well, it was kind of obvious the way he was talking.
What?
Just creepy, you know. I mean, you talked about with the shovel thing. It made sense. Look, I got a date with Violet, but I need to get this bounty.
for Aaron to end it.
Well, I was waiting for you to get
I'm
done because I
gonna-
have a couple
I'm
of things that
scooping-
happen before you.
Oh,
can
there's still
I'm
more?
scooping.
Okay,
I'm
okay.
scooping the guy up
Just a
over my
tad.
shoulders.
You grab hold of the illithid, this 9-foot carcass, and throw it over your
Oh,
shoulder.
jeez. Wait, I can carry things because I'm a Goliath.
I mean, you can.
A little late for
Roxanne,
that.
'cause it's just like
I
covered
count
in
as a
blood now.
large.
As you are all about to leave the mine, still barely beating heart still in hand. All of a sudden, the ring of bodies, still chained to the wall, manacled, their spines thud towards you. The whole, almost like moved by an unseen force towards you, and their heads snap towards you, this glowing kind of, it's hard to tell an exact color. It flits between gold to purple to green to blue, and all in one undead chorus they say, "The days of chaos are upon us. You cannot stop the reckoning. It will come and law will be overthrown." And then they collapse into a pile of bodies and bones on the ground.
That was comforting. I think we should
Forget the Undertaker. Let's get out of here.
You hot-footed out of town back to the judge. A little bit of a role playing for the judge here. You bring the body of Heartshot Haverson. The judge is literally just at a kind of a sheriff shop of his own that is set up on a specific area of the land. Very Man in Black vibes. Dark kind of bowler hat, one gloved hand down to the wrist, well, actually down to the elbow. And he says, "Now I hear that you two come to me with Heartshot Haverson, that right?
That's right.
You got the proper documentation on you?"
Looks at Roxanne.
Yeah. I give him what he's looking for.
It's literally just the bounty paper that has been signed by Sheriff Trilby, who was the most nearby sheriff, saying that yes, you were in fact the ones who are qualified to bring this in. He says, "Very well then. Don't worry, his soul will be judged." You see him take off one finger of the glove very slowly, pull the whole thing. His arm is actually like a gilded golden gears and mechanical all the way down to the elbow.
Whoa.
But on the back of his hand there is one unblinking eye that shifts around and eyes both of you. He reaches it forward and just lays a hand on the body of Haverson, and all of a sudden you hear a breath of air from the body itself, and you know that to be impossible because you took his heart in your own hands.
I still have his heart.
Exactly. It actually starts to beat.
Oh,
again.
God.
Now what's happening?
He says, "Heartshot Haverson, by the powers invested in me, by the law of Mechanus, those who rule over the domain beyond domains, those of the almighty law, I hereby sentence you to judgment in their court, and none other. I'll see you in hell if there is one." And he lays his hand on it, and this glowing light engulfs Haverson, and he is gone. Nothing but the smell of maybe calamari.
Ew.
He says, "You did fine work. Even the heart in your hand is actually gone. Every
I'm sad. I
trace
wanted to keep that.
of Haverson has disappeared." And he says, "I'm very sorry if that was kind of meant to be a
Keepsake.
spoil of war or anything. Hopefully this will do you fine." And he sets double the amount of the traditional bounty on your homeworld on the table, and says, "Feel free to stop on by." The hand, actually, the eye peers at you, Dan, and he says, "Now, unless you'd prefer to take a little jaunt through the courts of Mechanus, do you mind if I take the correct amount to pay off your bounty from these funds, or is that not fine? Dirty Dan, was it?"
You got it right.
"Very well then."
With all.
He reaches in and pulls out a small selection of gold, sets it in the palm of his left hand, and it, just like the body of Haverson, disappears in a golden light.
Am I free then?
You're free to go. Your bounty's been paid. Your tithe is very much appreciated.
I'm a free man.
Now,
Does that mean I can buy a house?
I suppose you can, if that is what you
Well,
deem to be.
I guess I need money first.
It's not my job to split up your funds. This is going towards Roxanne. Roxanne, if you deem Dirty Dan, I suppose he's not quite as dirty anymore.
Wait.
Yes.
I'm sorry to
Dan?
cut you off. It just popped in my head. He just turns Roxanne and says, "There's a bank in town, right?" I can't help
Dan,
myself.
I swear to all that is good on this world, I will rip your heart out if I find out you rob another bank, especially after this loot that I'm splitting half and half with you.
Okay.
I heard that about the bank. Just know even your thoughts that are sins can be judged. Now, unless you have any more bounties to turn in, I've got a line outside of people looking for papers writ. I'd best get going. And by that I mean you had best get going.
Okay, well,
You have a fine rest of your day, you two. I hope your date and your old brother situation goes well. That's right, I know about it.
right, okay.
And Sir Judge,
Yes.
just a fair warning. We saw some strange things happening in these parts.
As
Just
you
warning.
end that sentence, strange things, you see Judgment turns towards you, and he says, "Tell me more about that." And that's where we're going to end this session of
Oh,
the
wait,
Paper
Aaron.
Dungeon.
Aaron,
Yes,
it just clicked
Roxanne?
for me. It just
Mhm.
clicked for me what you're doing. Oh my god, you're genius. You're a genius.
So, thank you, everyone, for stopping by. I know it's a little bit shorter of an episode. It's only 2 hours. But that's because it's a one-shot, and I'm tired, and we've got stuff going on. I have some ending plugs. First off, check out our socials. They aren't quite as active anymore. We will be getting those back up to functioning stasis as best as we can. It'll probably take a little bit, but we will get there. We have TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Also, check out our show. Get up to date. Episode 70 is what is up on YouTube. We also have it on podcast. Shout out to you podcast people and you YouTube people. You guys are great. All y'all are fantastic. We also have a website with merch, and Lydia has a website with merch. You should check out both of those.
Your website.
Thank you, Poolpree, for your Prime subscription. That brings me to ways that you can support us. If you want to donate to us on Ko-Fi, or join our Patreon, or even just subscribe to us, or the easiest thing you can do, just tell your friends. Do it. It's super easy to do, and the telling your friends part is free. We will be getting back to a regular schedule. I will be streaming Table Scraps on Thursday, so be there or be square, because if you're not, then you're not around, you know. So yeah, it's been a blast. I hope everyone enjoyed this episode of the Paper Dungeon kind of Table Scraps, just because I didn't have the normal Paper Dungeon intro and outro.
Thank you,
So,
podcast listeners and
yes.
YouTube viewers.
Shout
This
out
was
to
a fun
Dan.
one.
Tell Lydia to say bye.
I danced
Lydia,
too hard,
Aaron
but-
told me to tell you to say bye.
Bye.
We will be heading out. Thank you for coming to this one shot.
We
will,
oughta let along,
Oh yeah, I
little
have the thing that I
doggies.
have to say. Good luck and godspeed, Dungeoneers. We will see you next time.
We'll see you next
It's
time in
been
these
a
parts.
blast.